Let's count down. Good evening, good evening, good evening. Where are my sisters at?
Where are my sisters at? Where are my sisters? I've been waiting to
Hey,
say
I'm
that so long.
good evening, you all. Good evening, good evening, good evening. Well, yeah, come on in, invite a friend in. If you could tag them in, tell them come enjoy and get some of this love, get some of this feel good on this Monday night. Good evening. This is Lisa D. Adams, your Seesaw and Maven, and welcome to Holding the Hand of My Sister, our Monday night conversation with our sister Tavia Jordan. I am so happy to have you all. Tavia and I hang out. We do collaborations when I'm doing events, and she's a wonderful assistant. And so we're just, this group here is meant for education, motivation, inspiration, love. We want to just be that all around group.
Yes.
To help each other out. So we're gonna talk about some of everything. We're gonna talk about, first of all, we're gonna talk about the blessing of being able to live.
Yes.
Just living.
Yes.
We all have our hurdles that we have to cross, and that's just it. Hey, Annette, we have our hurdles we have to cross, but we're here to live. We're not here to complain. We are here to live. We're going to deal with what we have to deal with,
sis.
And we're going to get through it. We're going to continue in prayer. We're going to continue in harmony with those who believe in healing, and we're going to live. We're not victims.
No.
We are victorious. We are victorious people.
Yes.
So we're just going to take this time, and I'm going to introduce to you again my sister, my good friend, Tavia Jordan. Yay!
Thank you so much for having me. What an honor and pleasure it is to be here on the Lisa Adams group, Holding the Hand of My Sister. And I love holding hands with my sister.
Yes.
This is my sister. I love her dearly. She has entrusted me to serve with her in a few different capacities, and it's just been an honor, and I'm so grateful.
Yes, it is. It is. So we titled this, I think our original title was let me think. Bear with me, y'all. Bear with me. Living life in spite of sarcoidosis.
Yes.
So sarcoidosis is, I don't know a whole lot. Hey, Barbara, I don't know a whole lot about it, but what I can say, my relationship with it is a disease that has affected our family. My mom has sarcoidosis, and she has had it for numerous of years.
Wow.
And the thing about it is, when she was first diagnosed, when she first started coming up with the symptoms, they did not know what it was.
Yeah.
It had gotten to the point that my mom couldn't do anything for herself, and she was steady going to the doctors and everything, but no one knew what was really going on with her body.
Yes.
And stuff. But when I tell y'all, it's been to show y'all how good God is. For them not to know what was going on with her body, my mom has had this disease over 30 years.
Yeah. Yeah.
And she's still kicking it.
Yes,
I love her. Still kicking it. She just got in from work, a hard day's work, still doing full time. So it is, although it has its weight and its barrier, you can live. If you make a decision to live,
yes,
you can live.
You can
live.
Absolutely.
So Tavia, tell us your experience with sarco.
Well, so I was experiencing different things going on with my body, and it can be very hard to differentiate sarcoidosis, especially if you don't know anything about it, which I did not. The only thing I had heard about it was Bernie Mac, the late Bernie Mac had passed away, and he had sarcoidosis. And so I knew that word, from in the past, but I say maybe a few years or so ago, I had experienced chest pains. I was having chest pains, and so I was like, oh man, you get a little older and you're like, oh, maybe, this is happening to me. I'm probably starting to have symptoms of either bad gas, and they say that can be related to heart attack symptoms. So I wanted to just, be proactive and just go to the doctor. And I went to the emergency room a couple times because it was really a lot of pressure in my chest.
Okay.
And when I went, and, they take you right away when they say, it's your heart. They take you right away.
Right.
They hooked me up and everything, and they were like, your vitals are fine. And I was just like, something's not right. And then I had another situation, another bout where they released me and it got a little better. And then I had another bout, and I'm like, it feels like I'm having a lot of pressure in my chest. I'm having a heart attack or something. Went right back in, nothing. So let me tell you about my God and how good he is.
Girl, testify.
My God is so awesome. He's so good. Just the Spirit of the Lord spoke to me and said, tell them to take a chest x-ray. I didn't know anything about sarcoidosis, how it works, how you can determine that you have it or anything. And so I just asked them, because a lot of times you have to kind of just make them do what you want them to do, because they're not going to be super, super thorough. At least some of them won't. Some may, but a lot of them are like, okay, we're going to go on your symptoms. What's the chart? You may go, because people are coming and going so much. And so I insisted upon them do a chest x-ray because something's not right. And they did. And they told me, well, we found something on the chest x-ray and we want you to come back in. And we're thinking it may be along the lines of sarcoidosis, but we're not sure.
Okay.
So we want you to have a more invasive test where they kind of put a tube down, a camera, and look in there and see. And the result was that I had sarcoidosis of the lungs.
Okay.
And so I was just like, well, what does that mean? And so when you hear a big word, you hear the dun, 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 like sarcoidosis. And I was just like, oh, man. And then you think about Bernie Mac, and he was only 50, or so. And, oh, what's going to happen to me? And come to find out that really I had it for a while, but I didn't know it.
Right.
And a lot of people are, walking around with symptoms thinking it's something else. And it could very well be sarcoidosis.
Right.
So it's very important for people to at least ask for a chest x-ray, because you can't really detect it by blood. It has to be something that's scanned or, seen. So it's like, you got some people watching. My sisters are coming in.
They're coming in. Hey, everybody, good evening. Thank you all for coming. Hey, Barbara, I'm glad you were able to come in. Glad we're here every Monday night, 8 o'clock.
Yes.
You know what, Tavia, you're right. I looked up, I did some research on this. And when I went to the Sarcoidosis Foundation, and that was one of the things that they said. They said, people walking around because it's hard to detect.
Yes.
It's hard to detect. So you have shortness of breath.
Yes.
You think it's asthma.
Yes,
you think it's bronchitis.
Yes.
Maybe you think you got pneumonia or
Yep.
whatever.
Yep.
And you do not know what's really going on. But one thing for sure, you know your body.
You know your body.
Don't allow anyone else to tell you about your body.
Right.
This is what you live in every day. This is what you deal with every day. So don't let no one else tell you, oh, it's nothing.
Absolutely. And that's the way that I felt, because I kept having, emergency situations and going into the doctor's office or the hospital emergency room. You sit there. Nobody wants to do that. But I got a little nervous because it was in the chest.
Right.
And prior to that, hindsight, looking back, I would experience back pains. And I would have pains in my back. And I was like, my back hurts. And I would even I was thinking, it's trap gas, it's gas. And so I would have like my daughter beat my back, honey, beat my back, because it's right here in my back.
Right, trying to think you're going to move some gas.
Yeah, moving gas and everything. And so, I'd have the shortness of breath and I'd have the pains in my back. And, it would eventually go away. That's why I thought, well, it is gas, because gas moves around. But, in finding out that I had sarcoidosis of the lungs, your lungs is in your back.
Right.
And so, that's where you would have the, what they call the granulomas. Just hard for me to pronounce.
Girl, I couldn't pronounce it when I read it. I was like, I do not
granulolas or granulolas. You all look it up, because I just found out that I had it in 2017. So it hasn't been really that long. You remember, don't you?
I remember.
She was holding my hand.
Yes, I remember when you found out, because we were talking about you wasn't feeling well and everything. And you know what? And then you know what, you all? It is so wonderful to have a support system.
Yes, it is.
It's wonderful to have someone to pray for you, someone that's going to help you, not judge you, not saying, oh, you know what, you're just seeking attention. No, if I think something is wrong, you need that support. I had an awesome support system.
Yes.
When I was going through, and Tanisha is on here, her and I was going through a battle at the same time. When I say the same time,
yes,
we were in the hospital at the same time dealing with our own issues. But God is, she on here. I'm still here.
Hallelujah.
Mama's still here.
Yes.
So, we all have our battles, you all, but get yourselves checked out.
Please do.
Get yourselves checked out. If it ain't feeling right, that's like the intuition, that gut feeling. When it's not feeling right, when you continue to go through the same thing over and over, know that something is not right.
Not right. No, not at all. And it's just so, the way that it works also is you look fine.
Yeah.
You look fine. And that's why, there are people in my camp, some that are like, well, get some sleep, get some rest if you're tired, because it can make you very tired when you have episodes. And it's ironic because you asked me to be a part of the show a while back. And just the last few days, I started feeling symptoms.
I know you did Saturday.
They're coming up, yes.
I know, Saturday you did.
So I was feeling symptoms. I'm like, oh, you know what, devil, you a lie. I got things to do.
If I remember correctly, what you said was, I'm supposed to have too much fun to be dealing with this right now.
It was fun to be had. I got fun. People waiting on me. I'm waiting on them. We got to get together. I have to live. I can't just succumb to the, okay, you have sarcoidosis. Okay, that's not the end of the world.
No, it isn't.
What do we need to do? Okay, let's follow a good exercise regimen and eating different foods, because, the way that sarcoidosis works is you can have flare-ups based upon your immune system.
Right.
If you don't get proper rest, if you don't eat the right foods, all the things that we are guilty of, being moms and entrepreneurs and trying to do our thing, and it's just you're burning both ends and everything. And so it's just like, okay, if you eat, certain foods and you stay away from certain foods, you get your rest, then your immune system can build up. But it starts kind of affecting you when your immune system is low. It'll start affecting you that way. And, and then it can possibly spread. These are the cons to it. The pro is that, you can have it for some years and then it goes away.
Right. I read that.
It can go away,
I read that.
Or it can be on the other side where you can have chronic sarcoidosis, and where it really affects your organs. It spreads. I know when I was looking it up, when I first saw it, they show the horror pictures of the eyes bulging and the skin. And I've had some skin irritations. I've had bouts of weight loss where I lost a lot of weight or I gained weight. I've had it where my hair came out. It's just different things that happen. And, it was just like when it first happened and I didn't know it. I was looking at one of my sisters that was doing my hair. I was like, that perm you put in my hair, girl, what you do? Because it was starting to come out. And she was like, I didn't do anything, just what I normally do. I'm like, well, something's not right. But it wasn't what she did.
Right.
It was the fact that I was going through, and, out of the blue, you can just start losing, your hair, and your skin is affected. Your eyes can be affected. Your heart, just all your organs can be affected by it. Your limbs and things like that. And so it's such a mystery disease. They're really trying to just stay on top of it and do the research necessary. to find out, find a cure for it. And, I'm thankful to God that I have a great doctor. Her name is Dr. Swice. And she was actually Bernie Mac's the doctor over at the University of Illinois. And I'm really, really thankful for her because she just, no matter what, she takes her time. She listens, she'll give you suggestions, and her heart is really in it to find a cure and to help.
That's awesome.
And when you got a good, like you said, support system, a good doctor, good backing, it helps. And then you have to keep a positive mindset. Absolutely. You know what I'm talking about, sis, because you always do. Always. Mind over matter, no matter what. You have to, it can't be, well, it's me. We have our moments at times. But
and that's just like, that's human nature. We say you can have a reception, but you cannot have a pretty party. You can have a reception, but you have to get up. You have to have a desire to live. You have to have a will to live. Find you something to do. Yes. Put it on your to-do list. Today I'm going to do this. Today I'm going to do that. Right. I don't have time for this.
I don't have time to be sick. I got stuff to do. I want to live. I want to do good. I want to help people. Right. I've got goals. I've got dreams. My life is just, on this good win. Right. So I'm just like, I'm coming into my become golden recently. And, I've got a vibrant 11-year-old daughter.
Yes, you do.
And she's amazing. And so she keeps me, I got to stay on my toes. And she's just like, Mom, okay, come on, you got to have to get off the couch.
Right.
And I'm like, let me stay. No, Mom, get up. And I'm like, you're right, baby. Let me get up.
It's something. I remember just, I want to say in December, January, I had to have a procedure, and doctor didn't tell me before the procedure that he's like, well, you're not to drive for the rest of the. Oh, you should have told me that before I came, because I would probably cancel. I'm like, I got stuff to do, dude. I got stuff to do. I'm feeling okay.
Right.
After the procedure, I came home. I think I sat down for 20 minutes. I got stuff to do. Ain't nobody trying to sit here. Ain't nobody ready to die. Nope. We're not giving up. We're still living. We're going to take your pop this pill. We're going to do whatever we need to do. Absolutely. But I'm going to live.
I'm getting ready to live.
And you're not going to continue to build your houses because I'm going to keep coming back to you. And you're going to make me think that I'm this and I'm that. No, I'm living.
I'm too busy living.
Right. I'm living.
No, not at all. And so the only thing for me, and I have to become better with this, and I don't know if anybody out there can or use this, that I have a problem taking medicine. I'm not good with that, and like my people, I have aunts and my mother, of course, and even my daughter. She's like, Mom, take your medicine. I just don't like taking medicine. I'd rather do something natural. And of course you want to get all natural, and I'm not all the way there, like the naturalist and the expert, and I go to Whole Foods and I get this. I don't have all of the, natural things, the remedies, but I want to get into it. And in the meantime, I'm not doing anything. I'm not getting into the natural herbs and all of them that I should as a lifestyle change, because you really have to change your lifestyle.
Yeah.
If you don't want to do the medicines,
change your lifestyle.
Yes. We have to change. We do.
I know. If I'm honest, y'all, I have that same problem. These blood pressure pills, let me tell y'all something.
They do it.
If I'm just being truthful, and please don't follow my steps, they are not good at all. 9 times out of 10, when I remember to take my blood pressure, is when I feel that my blood pressure's up.
Yes.
I mean, that's the truth. That's when I remember to take it, because I'm feeling a little dizzy now. Where them little pills at? Where they at? Right. And half the time I don't know where they at. Or bad business, y'all. Again, don't follow my lead. I take these 2 pills and put them in my coat pocket. I always have 2 pills in my pocket just in case. And I get up, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna do better today. I'm gonna take my medicine today, and I start doing something else. I start journaling in the morning. I'm like, I'm gonna journal before I go to work. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do that. Then I get to the car. You ain't took that medicine.
Took that medicine. Mm-hmm.
And I be in there, like, I be feeling like a crackhead. Y'all be in the pocket. I be like, do I have something in the pocket? And then guess what? If I don't, I be so okay. I be like, okay, God, it's just me and you today.
It's
you
me
know,
and you, God. You said it. Now by your stripes.
Right. I'm like, I didn't take a medicine. I know that it's by your stripes, but I know I need to do better too. But I'm like, oh my goodness. Yeah. And people have given me, told me things. You can, what they tell me, drink this apple cider. That's nasty as heck. Nasty. That is nasty as heck, y'all. I think I'm just gonna take the medicine then. Right. Or I tried these garlic pills, but I might as well just take the pills, because again, when you're talking about me being committed to taking a pill, which I cannot just wrap my mind around doing. Now, some days, some weeks, I may take them about 5 times out of 1 week, but then next week I may only take them 2 days. Right. So I try. Yes. I really try. We're gonna get there. We're gonna get there. And what I applaud you for doing though, Tavia, is still just living, just not giving up, just not giving. Tavia could sing too, you all. She could sing. She likes to go out. She do a karaoke and all that other good stuff. But life is to be lived. It is. It really is. It's to be lived. Look, you all, we all have our ups and downs. We do. Whatever it is, we all have something that we have to carry, something we have to go through. Sometimes it hit us. In most instances, it hit us without knowing that we have this or that. But I think of it as an exercise of faith. You have to, your faith has to be tested at some time. It's going to be tested beyond them bills, y'all, because Lord Jesus, no, that's a whole different test. No. But it's going to have to be tested, and you're going to have to learn how to speak over yourself. You have to. You're going to have to tell yourself some things. You're going to have to call it out. The word of God said, by his stripes I am healed. Call it out. Yes. By his stripes I am healed. Mm-hmm. And you say it to yourself. I don't care how you feel it. And I know that sometimes it's iffy, especially when we're looking at some of our loved ones don't come back to reality. God sees fit to take them home. But the thing about it is they have served their purpose here. Whatever their purpose may have been. They have already served their purpose. Absolutely. And as much as we want to hold on to them, and Lord knows we do, but at some time we have to, we have to allow God to be God. That's got to be God. He has to be God. And we go through our battles, but I'm telling you, your attitude with it, it can shape you. It can. It can help you go through your support system. Mm-hmm. And let me tell you something. You don't need a lot of people around you that's just going to hang out with you when you got everything going on. Right. How about when I'm not feeling so well? Yes. I need someone I could talk to, but you have to be that person for someone else as well. Amen. You can't just always be the one receiving. Mm-mm. You have to be a giver. You have to be willing to give an encouraging word. Call someone. Yes. Smile at someone. Yes. Go ahead, sis. You can preach this if you want to. Man. Go ahead. I just really believe that when people are on my mind, I send a inbox them. I send a text. You sure will. She will do like, hey, I'm thinking about you. What you doing? Stuff like that, because you don't know what they're going through. And I don't need to know. But if God put you on my mind for me to just reach out to you, it could be just say, hey, I love you. Have a great day. Yeah. And let me just say this. Let me tell you all something about my sister. And she is the seed sowing maven. Yeah. But she is truly a seed sowing maven. She has sowed so many seeds in so many people's lives, and just in passing, strangers, people that she doesn't know, people that she does know, unexpectedly take a blessing, give it to them, walk away. Don't even look for what you think about it. This is what I did. That's not her at all. And what I'm so thankful for with my sister is that God is allowing me
to bear witness for his glory through you.
It is.
And you being obedient to his will and serving as a vessel for his glory. And when we can have sisters like this sister here came into my life, it was maybe a few years ago or so. And you can have the kind of sister to come into your life a few years ago or so, but it feel like a lifetime. Because that genuine Holy Ghost love and spirit between your sisterhood is automatic. I have other sisters like that. Not too many, but I have the ones make up multitudes by just one. And it's just like, I love you. I love you for your spirit and what you're doing, the time that she takes and sewing into. She just had an event where my daughter was a part of it. She sold into a young lady there unexpectedly. It was just such a wonderful blessing. She's giving young people a platform. Girl. And it's really making an impact. You may not know it now. But when harvest time comes and you see the girl, don't make me get up. I'm telling you, this sister right here of mine, I truly love. I love you. Love you. I will continue to hold your hand. Yes. To continue to hold my hand. And that's what she's been doing through this process for me, because I went through some challenges and some changes when I found out that I had sarcoidosis. And it almost seemed like a somewhat of a sentence, like, oh, wow, this is something that's uncurable or not. I don't know. And it was such a mystery. And she was just the confidence you see here on screen, that's how she is all the time. She was like, girl, you got this. You all right. My mother had that. Right. And I was just like, really? And I got the eyebrows and the baby eyes. And I'm like, well, what? Sometimes I feel so tired, and the effects can really be for real. Yeah. You can have pain. Sometimes I feel like I'm about 50 years older than what I am, because my limbs are heavy. That sheet that they give you in the dentist's office when they're taking the x-rays, it feels like that heavy sheet. Well, it feels like you're wearing a body sheet. That's the kind of pressure tiredness that you can get from it, with the pains, with the joint pains, the chest pains, all of that happens. And it comes and goes. It does. It doesn't stay. And then I feel great. And then it'll hit me and I'm out for a couple of days, and it'll slay me. So, but the encouragement that you've given me, my best friend, Aretha, Minister Aretha Tatum, the courage of the fear. Yes. I should have had on my shirt. I had it on Friday. I should have had mine on. I'm so proud of her. She's doing such amazing things. She is a filmmaker now. She's an author. She is a motivational award-winning filmmaker and author. I stand corrected. Yes. Award-winning filmmaker, author, and I just adore her. And I don't care what time it is. I can call her and I'll tell her. And you won't find my best friend in a bad mood. No, you won't. You won't find her in a bad mood. She's human. She's got her time. Right. But she's always got a wonderful word. You gave me a wonderful word. She did. My sister Diana. And I've got a host of, my sisters on Facebook that become my family. Yeah. My family, my mother, my uncle, my aunt, my cousins, my brother, my father. Everybody has just been like, okay, what you gonna do? Let's get this going. You all right? That kind of thing. Whatever it is you got to do, let's do it and keep it going. And checking on me, and that makes a difference. It makes a difference, and I thank you from the bottom of my heart. Yeah, I really do. Even a little, even seeds, big or small, whatever it is that you deposit into somebody, please know that it makes a difference. It truly makes a difference, and I love you for your sacrifice. I just ask God to use me, and to use me in a way that impact others. So what you all don't know, a lot of times when I do the expo, I have, and it be Aretha a lot of times, I say, find me somebody to bless. I know. Find me someone to bless, because I believe that if I'm blessing someone else, God is going to continue to open doors. Yes. See, one of my goals, so when it happens, you all be one to hear. One of my goals is to be able to pay someone
full scholarship. Remember, we was working on scholarships.
I do remember
and
that.
That didn't happen like
Not
that.
Yet.
It didn't, exactly. Not yet. But God is going to open that door.
Mm-hmm.
I want to be able to give someone a full ride to a scholarship.
Mm-hmm.
My daughter is in school on a scholarship.
Praise God.
And I want to be able to be that blessing. I want to be able to be that blessing. I love looking on using social media to find people. It was a young lady, a mom was crying out last week about a situation with her daughter. I think they live in Detroit. And I had I inboxed her. I said, I wrote a book on this. Can I bless you with it? And so I sent it overnight because it was one of those situations we needed it overnight. So I took it over to UPS and we sent it. And she told me that she has it.
Praise God.
So, I just asked God to allow me to be that blessing. Yes, I'm in it to make money, but it's bigger. It's bigger than that. I need to change lives. I need our young people to know that it's more to it than what they see on these doggone games.
Exactly.
And what's out here, the negativity. They can be any and everything. That's why I do it for those children as far as the voice of our children.
Yeah.
I want them to know that the sky is the limit.
And it is. It is. Absolutely.
You have no limitations. And I don't want them to get fixated on you have to sell drugs, you have to sell your body, you have to compromise your morals. No, you do not.
You don't.
You're gonna have to work.
Yeah, you have to work.
You got to work, but I promise you, if you put it in, you'll get something
Absolutely.
out. You'll get
Absolutely. And that's
out.
what I love that about your spirit. And when you get into doing what the Spirit of the Lord has told you to do, when you first of all, when you can find your niche.
Yeah.
A lot of people live a lifetime and they never truly have really narrowed down their purpose. And when you can find your purpose in life and what you're doing, when you do what you do for God, the blessings are gonna come. It's gonna come. The treasures, the blessings, what you need will be provided through your kingdom assignment and what you're doing. And that's what happened with me. And when I was trying to find my way, and it's like, I think I said this before, but everything to me is like the Wizard of Oz. The whole concept of everything you had was already within you.
Absolutely.
Your courage, your brains, your heart to do it. You just have to really just kind of dig deep and pull it up. And I'm like, God, what do I do? Just going from position to position, because I've never been one to really fit in a box too long. And it's like, you know what to do? You're a servant. I'm like, well, how do I serve? Because you're a servant. You serve people. And so that's how Bling came about, my company, to assist and serve. And that's my joy. And just like when you're in a position of giving and serving and doing, all of the other things take a back seat. Your illnesses, tough times, that becomes the goal and what you can look forward to do. If you don't have anything to look forward to do, then you just sit up and you feel all kind of aches and pains. And then you really get into how sick you are. And, I feel so sick. And, you start feeling more. That's a lot of times, that's when I feel sick, is when I'm in the bed. When I lay down, I feel good. But then in the morning, I can feel my whole body examination. I'm like, ooh, this hurts. That hurts. I can feel that. And I'm like, let me get out of this bed. Let me jump up and get out of this bed really quick, because I'm feeling everything here laying here. Right. Get up. So, just getting up and forging your way through and doing what you have to do. And just allowing people to see what can be done through faith. Yeah. It's a faith wall. And you put the work in. Absolutely. It is truly a faith wall. So Tavia, if they want to use your services, Bling 10, how can they get in touch with you? Oh, well, I have a Facebook page which is under Bling 10, and it's just spelled out BLINGTEN on Facebook. And also I have Instagram, which is BLING_TEN. And I encourage everybody to go and take a look, like, share. It's one like, one love, one share at a time, is what I say. And I have a website, which is www.bling10.com. And so that just provide, a lot of times people are like, well, are you a coordinator? Do you coordinate? And I can coordinate, but I don't coordinate. Primarily what I do is I assist you in your vision.
Right.
So if you have a vision and you don't have a coordinator, you'd rather not. I work with coordinators as well. I work with some really great people in the business. And, I assist them because everybody needs someone to stand in the gap.
They do.
They do. And that's what, that's what God gave me when I get married a very long time ago. And so when I had my wedding, put it like that, when I had my wedding, and I was just like, the coordinator was doing her thing and with the wedding, and no one was doing anything with me, and I had to pull people from the audience, like my mom or my aunt, and say, can you help me with my shoes? Can you help me with my jewelry? Because I had the big Cinderella dress. I couldn't really bend over to get my shoe strap. And so I was like, I need somebody here with me, to do me. And so that was the birth place of Bling 10 and how it all began. And it's been such a wonderful journey to get that going. And when you can just kind of work with people and you learn them and you find out about different things. Like I found out about the wonderful things that you're doing with you bringing me on the team and hiring Bling 10 for a few of your events.
Yep.
And it's just been just an awesome journey. And I love it. I love serving and helping people.
Wonderful. Well, we have had a fantastic time. I am not going to hold you all. Let me see. We definitely appreciate our sister right here. We definitely appreciate her coming. So I'm still securing. I guess I just got to do some computer stuff, some technology things. So I'm trying to get it so that I can do it and somebody be at home too. Now I could do it from the phone, but I don't know about this computer.
Yes.
Yeah, so I gotta figure it out. Gotta do some technology, just a little bit more studying. But the goal is to get to know you.
Yes.
To get to know you. All of us have something to offer. There are no big eyes, there are no little U's. All of us have something to offer and we can learn from each other. And so we had 151 people at the time when I started this. Facebook came in and they said, well, we're going to look, everybody is not watching. But to God be the glory, it was 130 that were.
Wow.
So they put the others as invite. And I was like, cool.
Good.
Then we have the people who are engaging with us. But the goal is just to get to know you. It's okay. Just to get to know you. So I don't have any. Well, yeah, I have one announcement. This coming Wednesday, I will be at Family Read. I'll put the information out here. I think I put it out here Saturday. And I think it starts at 5:00 with James Humphrey.
Ooh,
yeah, I'll be with him.
James,
I'll be with him on Wednesday. And then let's see. After that, I have the expo in April.
That's awesome. You're doing that again.
Yeah, but I'm only gonna do one day. I'm only gonna do that Saturday.
Okay.
Following that, I'll be in Nashville.
Oh, but Tonille.
Nope, Tonille not going. I made some connections while I was there before.
Oh, okay, right.
So I'll be in Nashville in May.
Nice.
Coming back in July, I'll be in Indiana for the expo. Yes. And so we'll just see where God takes us to from that point on.
Oh,
so I'm just doing it, just living. So as of right now, you all, I want you all to know I love you. I love you. I love you. I pray that you have a powerful and a peaceful week. Go out there and do something to make yourself proud. I don't care if it means that you just join. 10 cups of water there. I promise you, if I could drink 10 cups of water,
I
I'm
know.
real proud of myself.
Me too.
So I don't care what it is. Do something and make yourself proud. I love you, and I will talk to you soon. I will see you next week, and we'll have something to talk about, okay?
Yes.
Lots of love. See you all soon.
Love you.
This will be on YouTube. It'll be up probably by Friday or Saturday, okay? Talk to you all later. Lots of love.